Hi, and thanks for joining me for this sourcing webinar. We're going to look at one specific job requirement and analyze it. We will analyze the technical vocabulary, we will analyze the role itself, and then dive deeper to how to actually find the specific IT professional. So let's dive right in. All right, so I'll be looking at the backend Python engineer with hospitality background. But what does it really mean, hospitality background? This is what we've received from the manager, from the CTO. The company develops something related to hospitality. So they are like, let's get some backend Python engineer with some hospitality background. And we are like, what does it really mean? So we will dissect it from the left and right. We will cut it to pieces, and hopefully we will find a few good developers. And by the way, I forgot to tell you guys, last week when we messaged this guy, what was it? The front-end developer with SEO experience. So I messaged this Edgar dude, and he responded within 1 hour or so. And then we scheduled a call for Friday. On Friday, I submitted him to the client. So that was quite cool. It was quite nice. So sometimes one message is all you need to get the ball rolling. So we found him just thanks to the keyword digital media, marketing agency, SEO, search engine optimization. Hope you guys remember it. But anyway, today we focus on hospitality background. So essentially, this is a typical position of a Python engineer, someone who uses Django, someone who would have experience with Python and Django at least 2 years, 3 years, so some mid-level developer, someone who has experience with automated tests, cloud, Heroku. So this becomes quite standard requirement because a lot of companies shift to cloud anyway, and they use Amazon mostly. It's the most popular cloud these days. So no surprises here, just the industry is important. And by the way, you can see that I like to separate the must-have competencies in different categories just to make it easier for candidates, but also for you guys to see really quick what is it. Because if it is just list of 10 requirements, then it is so messy. But now you can see the industry experience is important. Someone who worked with vacation rental systems or hotel systems, the software development experience, and the software architecture. So developers don't just write code, but they also design the system. So they take care of the overall architecture of the system. And they can only do it if they have decent background when it comes to the software engineering. Ideally, when they studied the software engineering, they already worked in different companies where they used cloud, etc. So that's why these 3 bullet points: fluent English, communicate with a team. So this is quite similar to what you probably have seen before, because we were looking for a Python developer for this client anyway before. The difference in self-assessment screening questions is right here on the bullet point number 3. So the first one is, do you have at least 3 years experience with Python? Yes. Have you worked in a cloud environment with Docker? Yes. Have you worked in hospitality systems, for example, vacation rentals or hotel management systems? Ideally, yes. Do you have a computer science degree in IT or software engineering? Yes. It's a must-have now. Is your English fluent enough to communicate with colleagues on Zoom? Yes. Well, so this candidate will be accelerated through the interviews really quick. But that's the hard part, right? How do we find someone who has experience with hospitality systems? We can go to LinkedIn and just try industry hospitality, but that would probably not work. The reason why is that in IT, those companies that develop some hospitality systems or hotel management systems, they set their industry to technology because they are technology companies. Usually people who work in hospitality are, waiters in hospitality or managers in hotels. but not developers who work for technology companies that create some software for hospitality. So I hope that makes sense. So what are the sourcing keywords? For example, for the title, Python developer, Django developer, software developer, full stack developer, this would make it. Obviously, all the other variations, engineer, programmer, what else? For example, programator in Slovakia or Czech Republic. And what are some industry keywords now? I included some keywords that we can see frequently appear when it comes to the hospitality industry. So, for example, hotel inventory is one of the keywords, or channel manager, or channel managers. So obviously, I did some research before, and we can now try it just in a minute or two on Google. Like, how do we identify these keywords? And I happened to work in hospitality technology company before, so I mean, I remembered these keywords, but you can also just go to Google and then figure it out yourself. For example, OTA stands for online travel agency, or online travel agencies, OTA or OTAs. So why don't we open up Google and we try just something relatively straightforward, such as OTA, like popular OTAs. For popular OTAs, 10 best online travel agencies, 10 travel agencies, evolution of the hotel industry. Yeah, ideally, well, let's find some article where it would be full of some industry jargon. For example, you can see it right here. Online travel industries, OTAs, hotel booking sites. That could also be a good one. We are looking for a developer who created some hotel booking sites. So this would be another good keyword. That could be a great keyword. So I can just open it up here in a notepad and let's write it down. Hotel booking sites, hotel management. What else? Do you guys see any keywords specific to this area? Brief history of OTAs? No. What are considered online travel agencies? Hotel groups, business model for OTAs? No. Relentless consolidation, Expedia, Airbnb, like a developer who worked in some of these companies, for example, Agoda, Kayak, Cheap Flights, rental cars, Moment, the Open Table, like this would be super cool. So can we find developers who worked in these companies? That would be awesome. Hotels, Hotwire, Orbitz, Ctrip in China, or Airbnb. Okay, I'll not take too much time to research it now, but you can see that I identified several keywords already: hospitality, hotel inventory, channel manager. So we can try some of these already, plus the hotel booking site, just to identify those Python engineers who have experience with online travel agencies. So they developed something like an online travel agency. They developed some backend system which worked with hotel inventory. So what do you guys think? Will we find some good developers with these keywords? I haven't tried it just yet, so this is a little experiment. I just listed these keywords here. So if it doesn't work, then it will be quite a surprise, right? Let's go for it, Olivier says. You are such a cheerleader, Olivier. I remember how I was about to call someone when we were trying the contact out extension and you were just chilling, like call again. So yeah, that was fun. Active source and locations: Portugal, Spain, Italy, Czech Republic, Slovakia. That's clear. All right. So what really stands out on this job description is the focus on the industry. So let's open up LinkedIn Recruiter Lite and we will get the ball rolling. Hopefully we will find someone good. Oh, that's the CTO talking about the company, what an awesome experience it is to work there. So yeah, let's do it. So we are looking for a Python developer at first. So why don't we just put the keyword Python to the title? That will be really easy. And then we want to get someone who has roughly at least what, like 3-4 years experience, not too much. Okay, and now what are the keywords? So how about I just try OTA or OTAs? Okay, so not that many people. Say 2 people have OTA. Python developer, Python test framework. Where is the OTA? Performing OTA updates, Google Red Band. This looks like another OTA. Let's just open it up. What is it? Red Band. Company providing mobile management technology to mobile phone manufacturers. Doesn't look like an OTA or hotel management. But Google actually has the listing of hotels, so it could be or Red Band. Maybe we want to try together, not as Red Band, but Red Band as one word. Well, that's too long. I'll not read it now. But okay, he was performing some OTA updates. That's good. So at least he could have some idea about OTAs if he used this keyword on his profile. So that's one. What about Etiram? He's in Hungary. Member of a team which is responsible for software development and maintenance for one of the largest OTA companies, online travel agency. You see, he also uses the other keyword online travel agency. We have it. That's good. So that's good. Although he uses Spring with Java, so technically it will not be the best fit. He used Python only years ago. But why don't we remove the Python from job titles and let's just have it in skills. Let's have those who have both Python and Django in skills, both of these. So we have 3 people now. Alexandru, embedded developer, integration of OTA module, embedded software developer. This doesn't look like some developer. Let's try another one. Luxsoft, connectivity tests, OTA tests at Luxsoft. Some integrations. Python scripts development. Looks like he could use, and it's about time to leave Societe Generale because it's 2 years since he started. So that could be good, both Python and Django. Not bad, not bad. And the third one is the one who we saw before with OTA updates. Cool, cool. Okay, so what we could also do is just to try some other keywords, and then we can also try to find developers who worked in these companies. So I mean, there are lots of people out there who have experience. It's just how do we find them based on what keywords? So we tried OTA or OTAs. How about we try channel manager or channel management? Channel manager or channel management or channel managers. So actually this. So let's try this keyword. Channel manager or channel managers. One person, not that many, really. He uses Python, developing product information management, digital media, channel management systems. That's good. That's good. This is actually quite good. And he uses Java, so not such a great fit. And even before he used Java, doesn't look ideal. I mean, he has Python, but not the best fit. Okay, so why don't we try, instead of channel manager or channel management, why don't we try hotel inventory? Nobody. Okay. Why don't we try just without the quotes? Python developer. Python Django, that's clear, but where does she mention hotel inventory? Ah. Country Hotel Anna, where she was a receptionist. Okay, so that's not a good fit. We are not looking for a receptionist at the hotel. That's why it's better to use it with quotes. I was just curious, really, to see if anyone would have it, but I don't seem to see it here neither. Okay, so hotel inventory without quotes would not really make it. That is not good. So how about we just try hospitality? The obvious keyword, right? Someone from the hospitality industry. 15 people. Python Django. Hospitality management, hospitality industry. That's okay. That's okay. So for example, what is this Modrikonik? That sounds a bit strange. It's a blue horse. Social network for women. That's strange, isn't it? So that's not billing dispute specialist, not really. Okay, so this person would not really make it. Project coordinator, senior JavaScript developer, no. Project coordinator. We want at least a developer, right? Software engineer. No. Hospitality industry. Director of product engineering and then software engineer for the last 2 years. So the question is, what programming language does he use? Looks like Python and Django. He doesn't mention other languages like C# or whatnot. So that could be good, and has experience from Roulette. So let's check what is Roulette. Payment service enables drive-through payments. Not really. Drive-through payments. But then why does he have experience with hospitality industry or this company? Or maybe he works in some software development house, and the software development house got a project empowers marketers to build and personalize cross-channel campaigns. Empowers marketers to build, launch campaigns. Doesn't look like a hotel thing. Not really, not really. Okay, so he doesn't seem to be a good profile either, which is quite interesting. Not too many people we found so far, or at least me, probably you already found some good profiles. If you are practicing with me, contribution writer, developer, no, that will not make it. So that will not make it. Hospitality is really strange. As I mentioned before, the industry, that would also not really work. Hotel or hospitality, that would be strange because it would be mostly people like who are not developers anyway. So yeah, it's a good challenge, right, Olivier? You know, if it was easy, anyone could do it. That's why the managers are willing to pay us, right? Otherwise, they would just go to LinkedIn and find these people themselves. Okay, so just looking at this list, hospitality, hotel inventory, online travel agency. Why don't we try this OTA or OTAs? Maybe we will find something slightly better. Online travel agency or online travel agencies. How about just online travel? Yes, indeed, Olivier. I guess that would be the second step. Online. Is there any typo? How come there is no one really? Online travel. Python, Django. So then I guess we will really have to look for people in these companies, Agoda, Kayak, Cheap Flights, and there are many more. So we can look for competitors of these companies or hotel booking. How about we try hotel booking? Hotel booking. Five people, but still, how come only 5 people in this region have something like this? No. Hotel booking. It's quite interesting that aftermarket customer desk representative. Okay, but we are looking for Python developers. It's interesting that this person has it in skills and also the certificate Python from scratch. So Python for beginners last year. So on the way, just not there yet. Python involved in developing a large hotel booking application, but now using Java. Gosh, no, we need someone with Python, not with Java. Several other technologies, Java, no. At least some Python? No Python. But then did Python later. So briefly tackled Python. Not sure if briefly tackling Python would make it, most likely not. But otherwise, a good profile focused on the hotel booking application, potentially, at least some experience with hospitality, even though this is not really the online travel agency. This looks like a hotel group. But anyway, let's check another profile. IT consultant, Python, used Python. And what, hotel booking? No, nowhere. It's so good that LinkedIn highlights these keywords because we don't really have to read the profiles anymore. We just look for the highlighted keywords. Full stack developer developed the hotel booking site with Python. Oh my God, that could be good. Develop the hotel booking site. Application for online marketing, solving concurrency issues, migration from PHP. That looks quite good. Meduzan. Insurance application from scratch MVP. Let's check what kind of a company is it. That's a web development company, looks like. But yeah, like this looks decent, really. Python developer with Angular on the front end. Development of the hotel booking site, integration with payment gateways. So, I mean, one of the better profiles we saw so far. But I guess we will really find great profiles as soon as we start going through companies like Kayak or similar, because not too many people have, for example, hotel booking mentioned on their profile. And I mean, those who have Python and Django skill as well. Maybe if we removed Django, we would have at least Python developers. Let's see if we get many more. 27. Not bad, not bad. Oh, Kiwi could also be one of the companies. They also have some kind of you know what, like online travel agency. Test automation engineer, no. Hotel runner, hotel booking project, test case management tool. No. Usually we see much better profiles, right? Because we look for easier, or we look on easier, or we work on easier assignments. Because I'm thinking about these developers and trying to talk at the same time. Software engineer, 7 years experience, Python. But where is mentioned hospitality or hotel? Financial investment banking, not really. Okay, so this may not be the most suitable way or approach, because a lot of these people are not developers even. Roland could be. Python senior full stack engineer, DevOps lead. Tech quarter. Solution provisioning. Well, so far it looked like the OTA really provided the best results. So let me try it again. OTA or OTAs, 3 to 8 years of experience with Python. We have 40 people. So let's try those who have the keyword developer or engineer. And if this doesn't work, then we will just go through developers in those companies. Maxim, maintaining diagnostic parts, over-the-air updates. Okay, so this is different. It's not an online travel agency. Over-the-air. Okay, we don't want over-the-air. Member of a team responsible for software and maintenance for one of the largest OTA companies as client. Well, then I guess this guy, we already looked at this profile, and now let's just check if he has Python. He has used Python already in 2013, and then shifted to Java. So this would be a deal breaker. Okay, not in Python. Okay, well then I guess let's review two more profiles, and we don't find anyone, then we will switch to the companies. Test engineer, no, we need a developer to create features. Software engineer, C++, C, Python, software engineer in Serbia. Do you see any mention of the OTA? My main program is called C++. That's not the best fit either. R&D project, suspicious users, Java backend developer, studying of travel domain standards like open travel, OTA, travel domain. Why don't we try travel domain or travel industry? This actually completely fell off my radar. So travel domain or travel industry or just travel or travel system. That could make sense now when I see it. Could be. Who was it? Roman? We will find some people, don't worry. So let's try this other keyword. Maybe with travel, we will find more suitable profiles. Travel domain or travel industry, data scientist, software engineer, development website in the travel domain. That could be. I mean, in travel domain, they usually have lots of integrations anyway. So this could also be an interesting profile. And this guy looks like he uses Python for some time. Well, shifted to Java. Well, you cannot have everything, right? You cannot have both the industry experience and also the desired experience with Python. Data scientist, senior software engineer, we already saw. Okay, so the travel domain, or why don't we try travel industry? Cutting-edge startup project from the travel industry that aims to optimize vacation booking. Vacation booking, that's an amazing keyword, isn't it? Vacation booking. Vacation booking process for both travel agencies. Exactly, we need someone like him just to use Python. He was a tech lead. Oh my gosh, that's such a good profile. Senior software engineer. He specializes in .NET. That's a pity, isn't it? But I mean, the keyword is awesome. That's golden. SAP, travel support engineer, fraud specialist. No. Software developer, PHP, Python, system admin. What is the travel industry? Building information system for company in travel industry, both front and back end with PHP. Okay, so that is not the best fit, but his preferred languages include Python. Could be, I mean, potentially. travel solutions at Origo, Iceland. Let's open it up. Software developer, travel operations, focusing on building the ERP for travel industry, not really. Not the best profiles so far. Full stack developers, Python, air travel industry. Or you know what? There is one more keyword like GDS, a global distribution system. Let's try that one. GDS, global distribution system. Let's go only after those who have it currently. Developer engineer in the title. JavaScript developer, robotics, support engineer, software engineer at Intel. Not really. GDS Poland. You know what? Like probably we can find people who work at GDS. Like GDS is the global distribution system. There should be some developers also there. Software developer, Ernst & Young. Full stack developer. Let's open up 2 more profiles, and if we don't find anyone good, then we will switch the approach. Cool. Thanks for posting, Olivier, the list. Awesome. Full stack developer on some of the fastest classified portals in the world. Focus on deployment code review. Implemented map view, Google Tag Manager. Not really. Okay, and the last profile from this list, Python engineer at Kiwi. Automating web with Python, SQL, Kubernetes. Where is the GDS mentioned? GDS, Global Distribution System. Okay, so I mean, he could be the best so far, just because he works at Kiwi, which itself is the online travel agency, and he's a Python engineer, but only 8 months. Then not really. Now I just noticed that he was a business development manager. So then not really. Teaching Python. Isn't it crazy? Like someone is working for 8 months as a Python engineer and is already teaching Python. How cool is that? Like good for him, right? That he has the chance to really do it. You know, he was teaching already before. That's amazing, really. The people can just out of the blue start teaching Python. Okay, so let's try the list of the companies as also Olivier suggests. Let's adjust the search. Host tools, Logix, Your Porter, Smart BNB, Bet24. Cool. We can also try. How about we just try with this Kiwi? We saw the one developer there. So Python, we also want and Django. And GDS we can remove, but we want someone from the company called Kiwi. So Kiwi uses Python on the backend. So someone like Tomasz could be potentially good fit because he works at Kiwi, he uses Python, but only for 8 months as well. So not really. Python engineer, Python developer, Python developer. He worked at Kiwi before, and then he moved back to Belgrade, Marko Serbic, Python developer for the last 2 months. So it's about time to change, right? After 1.5 years, 2 years. So, I mean, he doesn't have anything on his profile really written, like, I mean, some description or what is he really up to. But he worked in the hospitality sort of, in this case, he worked for some time. So the requirement is either vacation rentals or hotel systems. By the way, have you tried vacation rentals as a keyword? I don't recall. Let's just try it before we call it a day. Well, I cannot really because I would need to clear up this. But I mean, Python engineer, 1.5 years, 1 year, 2.5 years. So it's exactly 4 years. 4 years, and the requirement is at least 2-3. So that could be a good fit. It's a remote work. So I mean, this is so far the best profile. But let's look at some other people. Technical support engineer at Oracle, no. DevOps platform engineer, no. Senior software engineer, probably not, because we are not looking for a senior. The budget is not that high. How about just some mid-level developer? No. Data processing. So he works at Kiwi for the last 1.5 years. So yeah, could be also. How about we try some other company? For example, we have here the list: Travelocity, Trivago. So these are the aggregators. So let's try Trivago. Or the other would be Travelocity, Orbitz. Cheap Flights, Kayak. Cheap Flights is more flights, right? So probably Airbnb or Ctrip. Smart BNB, that sounds quite smart, so let's try it. Booking.com is massive, yeah, of course. Most likely they also pay well, so it's questionable how successful we would be with, that's quite strange that we don't have more search results. It's always those 23 people. I'm now wondering if this still works or not. Oh. Smart BNB, like this. No, still 23 people. So it's actually quite interesting because Kiwi uses Python on the backend, and we have 23 people, and we keep adding some new companies, but we only see 23 Python, probably because it is still the other requirement. So so that's interesting. Probably in those other companies, they use some other technologies, maybe Java, maybe .NET C#. Kiwi backend for the search tribe. So this could be good because the search search tribe most likely probably means the search on the website, which would mean integrations with all these other suppliers they have, the data providers. So this would be exactly the experience with hotel systems, integrations the hiring manager has in mind. So with that, I guess this guy would be a good fit. Although he just started 8 months ago a new job, so probably not the most suitable. Let's go after someone else. Two months started, no. Data engineer, Python developer, 1.5 years. And prior to that, worked at Colibra, scanning, parsing data. External tool, ETL. No, this was more to data engineering. So not the right fit. I started just a new role 3 months ago. Seven months ago, started a new role. And this is a senior, so the budget would probably not work. And this person is the platform lead, so that would be a step down. Python engineer for 1 year. No. Just on the edge, 1 year could be a little too early to approach. Someone at Microsoft, 7 months, probably would not leave either. DevOps engineer, not really. Python developer, Django and Python developing tools. Intern Python, not really. This 3 months experience would not be enough at Kiwi. Staff engineer, senior engineer. It's 3, 6, 7, 8 years experience. That's quite a lot. Python developer at Kiwi, 4 and 4. No, that's in total, actually in parallel. So it is 4.5 in total. So that actually could be a good fit. And also, I mean, it's about time to change, right? 4.5 years at Kiwi, both Python and Django. That looks good. He doesn't have too much written on his profile, but it is at Kiwi. So at Kiwi, he would do most likely some integrations. It's all about the travel, and now they also have some hotel bookings and whatnot. So so that could be potentially a fit with vacation rentals. You know, Kiwi is more about vacation rentals than hotel systems, but this is actually on the first point. So yeah, with that I would approach Stefan. 4 years, about time to change. He's in Serbia, so also the salary could be interesting for him. So let's just write him a message. Hi Stefan, I noticed you worked at Kiwi and wonder if you had a chance to work. You work at Kiwi, and if you had a chance to work on the vacation rentals as well. I'm working with an engineering team that is implementing what? That is implementing property management software, or yeah, we could say property management software, and would like to improve their integrations regarding vacation rentals, or integrations with hotel systems. Is this something you would be able to help with? Would you be open for consulting or development? Best, Michael. Okay, I just want to get in touch with him at first. So that's why I'm asking, would you be open for consulting? Even though, I mean, it's not a consulting for 2 hours or 3 hours or 4 hours, but at least we will open up the discussion. You see how difficult it is to find someone who has actually worked in this industry. I mean, it will only get easier now once we shift it from those keywords to companies. But in any case, it's not like, 10 seconds. So we want to rather send less messages, but open up more conversations. So that's why, would you be open for consulting or even software development with Python? And the subject line would be say hotel and vacation rentals consulting. Okay, so hi Stefan, I noticed you work at Kiwi and wonder if you had a chance to work on vacation rentals as well. I'm working with an engineering team that is implementing property management software and would like to improve the integrations with hotel systems. Is this something you would be able to help with? Would you be open for consulting or even software development with Python? Best, Michael. Or I can, please let me know and we can hop on a quick call. Best, Michael. So what do you guys think? Okay or not? Okay, posting to chat. Opa. Chat. And yeah, we can send it over. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Not easy, right? But that's what they pay us for. If it was easy, then anyone could do it, and we would be without any work, right? So now, when we have some idea how to approach it, then it would not be that difficult anymore. You see that those initial keywords, don't really yield the expected results. We could try still travel industry or travel domain, or we can just directly go after people who work in these companies. That would be probably easiest. So Ctrip, GDS, Airbnb, and go after people who just work there or worked in the past. We can also research alternatives. So companies that have integrated some GDS systems or some channel managers. We could go after, for example, channel managers and see channel management or management systems. Identify what are those systems. We would most likely find a list of these software systems, Hostaway, and then just let's find people, Python developers who work in these companies, like Hostaway, Cloudbeds, hotel management systems, hotel beds, cloud beds, host away. I just remember hotel beds. I saw it somewhere. Guesty, Banana Desk, Host Hub. So most likely there are some Python developers working in these companies. So this is part of the research, identify those companies, and then just look for people who work in these companies. So yeah, it's a different approach. I mean, right, we cannot really use these keywords because developers don't put those keywords on their profiles. They most likely have worked on these systems, OTAs, because someone has to create them, but developers don't put these keywords on their profiles. Probably they consider it insignificant. But when we want to find those developers, we cannot find them. So that's why the better way would be just to go after people who work or worked in the past in these companies, which, I mean, it's easy with LinkedIn Recruiter, as you've seen eventually. So with that, I'll wrap it up. Good timing again, 56 minutes, so we can slowly wrap it up if you guys don't have any questions. If you would like to get access to the portal, then just go to recruitinstantly/vendors, and you can start submitting some candidates right away for this position or for some easier position if you'd like to start with something easier. But eventually this is fun, right? Because anyone can find the front-end React developer these days. You just type the two keywords, right, in search. But to find a Python Django engineer with hospitality background, you know, that's the challenge. You know, that's even more rewarding at the end of the day. So that's the next level. Hope you guys feel a little inspired. Eventually, you know, it is possible. We just need to put in more effort, but the reward is there. So let's just go pick it up. And if you don't have access to our portal just yet, just go, as I mentioned, to recruitinstantly.com/ventures and join our team. You will have access to our openings and you can start submitting candidates right away. So with that, I'll wrap it up. Thanks everyone for joining. Thanks Anna, Damini, Elizabeth, Halina, Ibukun, Juliana, Yaziel, Chris, Maciej, Olivier, Temitayo. Oh, Temitayo, great to see you again. So see you soon again, and we'll be in touch. Bye, guys.